Hi, folks. This is Mark by Mark A. Foster, Ph.D. for the Institute for Dialectical Meta-Realism. Let's get rolling. I just listened to the podcast that I just made and realized that I left out perhaps the major thing that I wanted to say. What do you know about that? And so let me go ahead and add that one thing. It should not take that long because I already laid the foundation for it in the podcast that I made previously. The incident that I'm talking about with this particular individual um, who has been attacking me, I believe, because I am a Maoist third worldist, accusing me of being paranoid and etc. No need to go through that again. Started over, what do you know, a monetary issue. Um, this individual knows of a situation where an individual is in need of money. And so this person has been helping this individual out, put it in a very vague way. And this person wanted me to assist in that. However, although I initially agreed to it, it was a long time before I actually heard from this person again on how this particular process would occur. And in that interim, I had already started making monetary contributions through Patreon to two of my comrades, two of my fellow Maoist third worldists. And I do not know this other person, this friends of the individual. I devoted the previous podcast to that well. Uh, I know this person a bit. He's certainly a very nice guy. I've emailed him a few times. Have done nothing against him. I like him actually, but I don't really know him that well. And so contributing a lot of money to him after that length of time when I had already decided to contribute money to other people did not seem appropriate to me. Plus, I knew that there were many other people, or at least several other people, who were already contributing money to him. And so I just did not think that that was an appropriate thing for me to do. So, in addition to this person being angry at me for being a Maoist third worldist, I think, and for claiming that I am paranoid because I said that I was threatened with being strangled by this guy who was later um, detained by the police. He was not arrested. I don't know why. That caused problems because I thought he should have been arrested. My mistake is that I did not press charges. I should have, but what are you going to do? This event happens at a public library of all places, where there was a religious meeting happening in one of the rooms in that public library. But you can't go back and change the past. Ultimately, this situation between this individual who threatened me and myself was resolved by an organization, an agency, and the decision that they took was that we should both apologize to each other. Now, I had no idea what I was apologizing for, but what do I care? I'm willing to apologize to people. So I apologized to him. And then reluctantly, I think, based upon the way he wrote it, way he wrote the email, he apologized to me as well. Now, I don't know what happened to him. He seems to have disappeared. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I know he's ill, but he seems to have disappeared. I have not seen him or his wife in about 2 years. And this event happened about 2 years ago. So I left that part of it out. Why? I don't know. I guess I was focused so much on the Maoism, third worldism angle, which is the thing that really matters to me, that I neglected to mention the fact that this guy threatened to strangle me, and that this person um, was basically making certain accusations against me that essentially were not true. That I am not paranoid, and that I certainly do have a right to be a Maoist third worldist if I want, and I certainly do want that. And I do think that the foundational reason for all of this was money. Money, as it often is. Money is commonly the problems in all sorts of things. Uh, there never should be money between friends. That's really, I think, the lesson I take out of this. The worst thing that can happen is to have monetary issues between friends. I don't think that was the only thing that destroyed the friendship. I mentioned that thing about contributing money to this individual, and that would have been through Patreon as well. But it certainly was a major part of it, maybe even more important than the anti-communism thing. I don't know, because I cannot get inside this individual's head. So I will leave it there, hopefully having expanded upon what I said in the previous podcast. And so for now, this has been Mark by Mark A. Foster, Ph.D., for the Institute for Dialectical Meta-Realism. Have a pleasant day and an even better day tomorrow.